Hello there, welcome back to Power Wash Simulator 2, where we are, I believe, gearing up for a big job. If I remember rightly, the next one was, yes, the roller disco, which is a $3,000 reward. Before I start though, I remember seeing that this was 2,000 for a while. See, this is capped at 2,000 it seems. So I was saving buying furniture until the end of the game. But I guess I should do it now. Because it seems that, yeah, that has a cap at 2,000. I assume that means that then in free play I can go back and accumulate the points again. But that's just stupid. I'm sorry, devs, but this is just stupid. It's not advertised anywhere. I just had to notice it by looking back at things. If it was communicated at any point, it is not reminded at any point that I can see. And that is just stupid. So we're going to get the rustic shelving just to use up all our points. Just let's set it back to 0. And now I know to actually go through and buy things as I go. I should have been buying everything as it unlocked, so that I could actually keep track of what was new as well. Would have been a good idea. We don't have to do anything with it. We just have that there now. We have purchased it. Now, roller disco, which is going to be worth a decent chunk of P points as well, I bet. Welcome to the town of Bucketon, home of the Taco Dorger? Yeah, Taco Dorger. It tells me how to say it. Great. Taco Dorger. If you don't know what that is, it's a taco shaped like a hot dog that tastes like a burger, traditionally served by a dog in lederhosen. That's not relevant to its name or its taste, or the shop for that matter. Anyway, the reason you're here is if we just had a huge win. For years now, local enterprise have been forced to use our old roller disco as makeshift premises, but an anonymous benefactor has come through a substantial donation. It means we can roll everyone out into a brand new community hub and still have enough left over to clean this place up and restore it to its original purpose. Whatever it is. Okay, lace your boots, your Bucketon's back on the map. Right. So $3,000 suggests to me this is going to be very big. I'm hoping it's not, like, hard to clean as well. Okay, well, the first thing I notice is a disco ball. So, without further ado... can I just jump onto it? Yes, I can. Good. I don't know whether or not this will help, but... it's all sparkly. I love disco balls. Cheap ones are always really crap, though. Like, the panels are always not fitting properly. Okay, now we're going to have to go down here and grab the extension again in order to... this part. I could also move the scissor lift, but I can't be bothered. I should find some funk music or something to put on. We'll just leave it on random, though. It's fine. It's going to be an interesting disco. Hey, disco ball 10. Of course, make it all shine. Clean the glitter ball first. Yes. I should do the rod as well, which I can't reach from here now. Pick up, place again, simply because that resets it. I don't know if there is a button to reset it, but it's a lot quicker to just pick it up and plop it back down again. Oh good, the pole was pretty easy. And well, I guess we should just get started on the roof, because there's a lot to do in here. This is our subway equivalent, right? The subway from the first game. Though, thankfully, the scissor lift is good, because it means that we can reach the ceiling. I wish you could drive it. That is one thing I wish you could do. And are there controls down the bottom to reset it? Ah, yeah, there it is, lower. Yeah. Okay. But I don't care because I just need to move it anyway. And that puts it back down. In fact, I need to move it further along, probably into the area where the DJ desk is if I can. If I can't, I'm going to need probably a longer extension. Can I even get up here? Yes, good. Let's get onto the DJ booth. Okay, so that's fine anyway. I can reach. Get the inner angle. Oh, that was quite generous. Curved ceiling trim. Good. Here it's not going to reach, is it? Barely even reaches with the red. Yeah, we do need this as a lift for this. That's why we have it. We don't even have to go all the way up, we just need to go part way. Demarcus Aurelius. As you can see, when I broke the news to everyone, there were scenes. I'll explain. I don't see. Is that what the mess is from? How long is it going to take you to explain? Am I going to get like a drip of information per percent or something? Let's just have to know how to even do this. Will it come off with just the green? Yeah, pretty well actually. At least it doesn't have moss and stuff like the subway did. Problem with the subway was it was big and it was really filthy. Like, it had paint, it had moss, so it had stuff that just would not come off without scrubbing away with the red nozzle. We're at 2% and we don't have more information, so he's clearly not giving it to us at each percent. Can't just tell us there were scenes without spilling the tea on us, bro. But it's a big job, he's going to have plenty of time to tell us what's going on. Might then just do the back wall after we've done these ceiling sections. Sometimes hard to know where to start with these jobs. It's easier to be quite overwhelmed because there are a lot to do. But the best way to begin is to begin, and it doesn't matter where you start. Well, with the glitter ball, as it turns out, but generally just a top-down approach is just good. You can't go wrong, really, with a work from the top down. Satisfactory music. Kind of fitting the vibe, to be honest. Yes, there we go. $52 for a ceiling section. That's how big these elements are in here. And then let's work our way up the arch. Get that done. It's going to be very, very exciting once this is all finished. This is a very vibrant place, which I do like. Do a little bit on the trim as well. I kind of want to get this arch done if I can. Oh, is it this bit here? And the same on the other side, presumably? So technically that's part of the... Yeah, there we go. It's part of the bottom of the arch. Alright. Makes sense. Down around there. I'm going to enjoy doing the... I think I'll do the floor last. It's one of those ones that lights up. I think we'll do that last. Oh, we need to actually go up at least to the level of the... Actually, we should put this down like, in line with where the light was that we were previously standing on. Because that worked pretty well. And then just go up to about the same height. And now we should be good. Because that's what we were doing the rest on. Maybe we do just use the yellow. I was thinking the green was good. It did seem to be working, but I don't know, I don't want to have to go back over again. It's a very tight channel though, isn't it? This way I can just move my hand a little bit slower. Better for my wrist. There we go. Another 52. The curved ceiling trim should just be the underground part, not underground, underneath part of that. Will be all that's left. That's a bit of a thumbnail shot right there, isn't it? I'm surprised I haven't had any more exposition yet. Really expected that it would be dribbling it out. Seem to have a lot to say. Probably have to wait for 10% now. In some ways I wish they just got the exposition out of the way fairly early. Like within the first 50%, just get it all done and then just leave me to my work. Leave me to my notions. Oh, the ceiling trim didn't even need me to do the other side. Okay. Bing, there we are. Lovely. We're up to 47.25 key points again, I notice. And these maps are going to reward a lot. I wish I'd noticed the fact that it was just capped at 2,000 earlier. Because I feel that there's some of the jobs like the farmhouse and stuff, I probably would have actually gotten more. But I'll have to go back and get the bonuses just in free play now instead. I mean, I was planning on doing a second run through after I finish the starting tools run. I'm going to go back through with like the most powerful washer or just with everything and just go on an achievement hunt. There's achievements I'm fairly sure for just like buying all of the accessories for the most powerful or different washers anyway. And then probably like clean a map using only blah nozzle and stuff like that. There was in the first one. It was like clean a map using only the red nozzle, I think, which I did the van with. Why is my ladder sitting there? That's a silly place to put my ladder. Right, let's do the inside of this archway first of all. Out. Alright, didn't even want me to do the underside bits this time. 12%, still no extra exposition unless I missed something. We back to the rule of 20%. When a map is this large, I feel that having them say something at 1% only to then not say anything for the next 20% is a bit silly, because it's a long time to get to that 20% mark, right? And almost 200 bucks just from doing the ceiling. There we go. That's all this part of the ceiling. Then there's the front section as well, which I think I will do next. I think that makes sense. Clean in those bits there as much as I can. The trim goes all the way up to the corner, presumably. This wall bit then goes all the way down. Archway will stop at the floor, though. We have another ladder in here, too, for some reason. So many ladders, for some reason. Let's just pop you... I haven't cleaned any floor yet. Let's just put you there for now. It's a case of how far can we... Oops, did I fall off? Ooh, almost. Yeah, I can stand on the railing, because that's safe. How far can I swing the washer before it wants to reset, basically? And the trim. Good, and then we can work on the archway bits. So arched wall trim, that'll go all the way to the wall. Arched wall will go all the way down to the floor. Notice if the arch was more distinct. And then the inner two, we should be able to get. Let's go over to this railing instead. Let's just do the high parts here because the lower parts will actually be better when the scissor lift isn't in the way. Trim. This one's going to make me do the other side. Okay. Interesting. Because the other one didn't care, it seems. I must have done it more directly underneath in the first place or something. If you had a more powerful washer, I imagine you could probably just put this down in the middle and do the full 360. It's a fun piece of music. Voldoon. DFA. Another 52. Okay, so it's the same length as one of the other ones, is it? It didn't feel like it was as long. I felt it was kind of 2/3 the size or something. Oh, whatever. If they're going to pay me the same, that's fine by me. I wonder if there's any roller discos in Auckland. It's not really a phenomenon you see a lot of outside of America, I think. Seems like a fun idea. I mean, there's an ice skating rink, or a couple of them, where you can go out and dance on the ice. Roller skates feels like a much safer alternative. Because you're not dealing with sharp metal blades. And it's not as cold. So, you know, you could even have like a softer surface. Like just have like a... like it would have to be polished wood or something, but you could have it have an underlay. So it wasn't just like concrete or something. So if you fell over, it wasn't quite as painful. It's falling over on ice is not fun. And we'll just clean the side now, why not? Disco wheels. And groovy feels. Consensual, of course. Groovy. There we go, entrance sign. Weird that you would have the entrance sign facing into the building instead of where people could actually see it. Never mind. Each to their own. So now we pop this down here, kind of in line with that. Going up. Right, and then railing. Let's do archway bits first, may as well now. Unfortunately, the wall trim, it's not going to tell us about our success until we get it all the way to the end. And then we just got to hope that we haven't missed pieces. Right. Top of the lockers is a good idea to do from here, at least this one, and then I can stand on this one, on the clean part, to do the rest. Oops. And we can also just fall off. Can we jump back up again without bringing it down? Ooh, kind of. Yeah, we can glitch our way up. Perfect. We need to do the other side of this, and this should be... Yep, ding. There we go, 20%. We're getting more exposition. In the corner, by the high tables, where Jams has been running her community kitchen. Well, isn't that charming? Critical. Not only is her cooking incredible, her language is even spicier than her hot sauce. So kids are like moths to a flame. Fantastic. Gotta have a sharp-tongued chef. Found out we've been refurbed to the diner on the corner of Ellison Street. We went wild and cooked up a feast for half the town. Oh, that's nice of her. Are we going to be cleaning the diner at some point then? Oh, if you've already refurbished it, should have gotten me involved to clean it up before you did that, I guess. And done. That's all of the curved ceiling elements. And we got the archway. Good. And now we'll get the entrance wall as well. So bright. Can we just like dim the lights? Actually, no, it makes it easier to see the stains. Oh, it doesn't extend down here. Oh, there's trim. Okay. Which presumably has a bit underneath. Ah, right to the end over there. I didn't go all the way along. Right, so let's do the counter outer. Especially since it has a sort of trim level at the top here. Which we want to be able to clean like so. We do have a step ladder over there as well. So we're fine for elevation without having to use this as a lift for too many other things now. Right, I'm honestly not sure what to go on to next. Probably the back wall, to be honest. Oh, let's get the trim. There we go. And I guess we could do this lobby ceiling bit here as well. Good, set trim. If you get every bit that says lobby ceiling, that would actually be quite good. And arched wall, maybe we get some bonuses from those. do the trim up to the corner at the very least. I'll have to do that both sides. Interesting that the seam is in the corner where it then becomes lobby wall trim. Yes, that makes sense. It's still part of the arched wall, supposedly. Could have done a split here, but I guess... Oh, that was pretty generous. I guess because you've got these portholes in the way. Couldn't really. Nice. Get some of the arched wall windows done as well. Why not? I don't see you hiding in the corner there, no. I know you're there. You can't hide from me. Well, you can, but not easily. We'll worry about that another time. Gnome, hi. I'm actually going to pop you... Oh, you won't fit? Ah, rude. I can make you lie down, though. Should put you in the middle of the dance floor, actually. We'll just leave you there for now. I've already cleaned around this area, so you're not in the way. Good. So arched wall, we'll need to do the other side as well, of course. This purple bit should be only on this side. Pink will be both sides. So that means purple should clean from me doing this part. Actually, no, it's probably purple all the way through as well, isn't it? Technically, it is like layered all the way through. Depends on how you want to think of it as, I guess. I was thinking of it as being like the pink goes inside there and insets, but I'm guessing it's actually just tacked on the outside of this part here. Must be anyway. Alright, but that means that this should be the purple done almost here. What are we missing? Yeah, we must have just... Oh, it's both. Oh, okay. I was thinking, oh, which bit's the pink, which bit's the purple? It's both. Alright. Fine. Not sure which way the time-lapse is going to be. I would just have it over the main area, maybe looking towards the DJ booth, probably. Which means this bit is not going to be seen. Ah, we have some nasty stains here, but at least it's only just a bit. And I feel like I can go slowly over them with the yellow and it's going to get rid of them. Yeah, good. Once again, wish I could interact with more things though and like pull the chairs out and get in behind them. And I've got to do under the tables and everything as well. Okay. On to the next element. So we were cleaning the arched wall. Bing. We're getting through like the easier to do large sections. Well, except for the floor, obviously. And we're going to have a lot of fiddly stuff to do instead at a certain point. Nice. And into this one as well. But we did most of these from, yeah, there we go, from the above. Gotta love the classic azure blue and neon pink color scheme. With some orange highlights as well. Something about this window. Okay, now it's done. Oh, and arched wall is also done. Alright, I didn't think I was that close to doing that one. So that's this side done of the arched wall. Right, this one there's a lot to do on this side and underneath the tables here as well. Okay, so there's some nasty stains on the top, but not down here, so it must have been food related or something. Doesn't matter if I do tables or benches as well. More of a shelf, really. I feel a table has to have legs. I feel if it's mounted to the wall, it's a shelf. I don't know if that's a firm distinction or not, but makes sense to me. Let's do the trim. Good. And work on the wall. And then what makes a bench? Yes, a bench doesn't have individual legs, it has like long bits instead. It's a bench. Or it's like encapsulated underneath instead. Yeah, let's just put it on the red and we'll just blast through this. In fact, let's just stand up here. There's even coasters still? Sure, we'll power wash some coasters, that makes sense. Finish the wall off and then we'll come back and do all of the tables and chairs along here, I think. I'm gonna expect that they will be not seen in the time-lapse anyway. May as well do the undersides of the table with the shelves now, really. Since I'm down here anyway, we'll squeeze ourselves into the corner. Oh, I wasn't even allowed to stand up from where I was. That's funny. I'll do the amount of floor that I can see around here as well, probably. Then we'll do the back wall. Then we'll have worked our way down to kind of a consistent level. Oh good, I was getting it just from how I was spraying it. Arched wall, nice, there we go. I did enough, it seems. And then let's do these. Do the tables and chairs. Oh, there's like weird handprints or something underneath. Gross. Well, I hope that the whole floor isn't like that. That's going to be really annoying to try and clean around. Let's do the table first, actually. Coaster. Feel that would go flying. Good. Table. The tops of the chairs. We can actually stand on the table to do the chair backs and stuff. Yeah, they call this a stool, but it has a chair back to it. So surely this is definitely a chair, I feel. It doesn't have arms, but I feel that that doesn't matter. Well, a stool doesn't have a back to it, right? Surely? Am I wrong? How's the table done anyway? Standing from one chair and spraying across at the next is probably a good strategy, actually. Right. Oh, it's just the backs, nothing else. Back, side, and yep, underside, sure enough. So if we just do it from down here, then we'll probably get everything. Yep, and it's pretty generous too. Good. I can still see big black splotches on the legs, but they're like, yeah, no, you know what, that's good enough. I appreciate that. I guess what we'll be doing is we'll go over the floor with the yellow first. And then we'll just come back and pick up on the spots that need fixing up with the red. I mean, later on, after we've finished cleaning all the other bits, then we just spam the dirt finding button if we need to. I prefer not to, but if it's going to make it annoying, then I'm going to use the tools that they give me. Let's do the rear wall as well, which I'm going to assume is going to be on the time lapse. Let's get this. It'll be one of those quintessential fading sun retro things, I'm guessing, like in every 80s style synthwave music video. It's a cool little like infinite racer game called Vector that has a logo like this, I think. So what do we think is the first known appearance of this sun sort of logo in media? What popularized this in the first place? To me, it's just a trope that just everything synthwave or retro picks up on. I don't know where it even came from in the first place. And there's even a little photo booth. Brilliant. And a quilted wall. Good for acoustics. See, I mean, they called this a roller disco. And, like, I appreciate the thought. Oh, it's the photo booth off to the right, I guess, okay. But at the same time, this just feels like a nightclub, right? Like, this doesn't seem large enough to have a group of people on roller skates. Like, to me, this is just a disco. This is just a nightclub, that's all. I was expecting something much larger. Like, I'm glad it's not, it must be said. I'm very glad that it's not as large as what I was envisioning. Maybe it would be a large enough space without as much clutter and like the seats and everything off to the side. If the lobby area should be the only bit with seats, that's where you sit down and you take a break and stuff. But then once you strap on your wheels, then you come into this big area here and it should be wall to wall, I feel. Maybe with a thin walkway around, but not with the big sofas and stuff. So otherwise, this is just a nightclub. That's all it is. There we go, DJ booth feature wall. And then this is all disco wall, okay. Let's get this arch trim done. Disco wall trim. And then we'll do disco wall. And this should actually go all the way down because the feature wall bit is interrupting it. So it won't be both sides. Yeah, disco wall done. And then we want to do these ceilings, I think, now. I guess it's going to be hard to do the ceiling without also doing the speakers. So we may as well do those now because the splashback will go onto the ceiling anyway. Chalk it up to another inadvisable thing to be pressure washing, a speaker. Add that to the list that includes what? Generator and air conditioning units and things like that. That'll be the top, won't it? We didn't do the tops. We should have done that before while we were on the scissor lift. We should have done the tops of them. There we go. We'll have to grab the scissor lift back in again, I think, to do the furthest ones. And get these ones done here. The front two I can do from on top, just. The pole is not separate, okay. Pole is part of the speaker. Let's just do all four of them at this point. I can probably just jump up and do the top. Yeah, that should be fine. Not quite good enough job, it seems. Jumping up didn't quite get enough, it seems. There we go. Save the jumping to get the top of it until last on this one. We'll do just as good a job as we can from the ground first. That should just take a bit of a swipe. go. Good. Now we can get back to doing the ceilings. And ding. Now we'll do this bit of trim, and then we will do this bit here with the lights. Lovely. Ding after ding after ding. That, I don't know what light that is reflecting, but it is useful in some ways, because that I can see if I've missed anything in the texture. Nope, clearly not. Good. Then we'll do the trim. Do we do the whole wall, I wonder? Maybe not right now. I think we've done that part of it at least. Now we move over here and start the whole process again. There's the photo booth. We can do the whole photo booth perhaps. But I do want to do the disco ceiling first. I don't know why the exterior of the photo booth is what's padded, but this is nice to be able to hear yourself think, but in that case just put it further away from the music then. Have it in the lobby, surely? Let's get in behind the speaker and get up to the halfway point. There's the trim. Good, good, good. Nice. And above the... It's not even a couch at this point, it's just sort of a pedestal? Yeah, a bench. Interesting. Great. Do above the speaker first of all. Oh, we should do the trim first. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. Trim and lights done. Stand at the bench and do what we can there. Stand at the wall and do it back the other way. Throw it back now. It's good to have a process. Oh, there's the tables and stools over here too. That's right. But I only did them on one side. Oh, here we go. 40%. By the DJ booth is where Tony's been running his bird sanctuary. He gets everyone involved in that. Okay, every Saturday morning you'll see him lead this long line of kids down the street, all doing this bizarre head-flexing pigeon walk into the roller disco. Okay. We found out he's going to be hitting our new community wildlife centre. His jaw nearly hit the floor. Lovely. Whatever that's going to be. Fortunately, when he decided to launch his pigeons into a celebratory fly over the disco, well, it was like the birth of the universe in here. Pure chaos. Right, so there's probably some guano to clean up on the floor then. There's the ceiling. All trim. Good. Right, did we do the whole wall? I didn't on the other side. Maybe we'll just finish doing the photo booth first. Okay, so that explains the straw and stuff over here then, as if this was the bird area. Photo booth exterior, not quite finished. The doorway is separate, okay. Ah, just in the corners. Good. That's done. Let's do the inside of this as well. It's awkward angles, but... Oh, the interior is just all one thing. It's not even broken down into ceiling and walls. That's kind of annoying, to be honest. I would have expected photo booth ceiling minimum to be its own thing. Okay, backdrop is separate at least. Retro wave future. Ah, with the tagging over it. See, just because you were putting birds in here, you didn't have to tag it. As we do the doorway. Except apparently not. Oh, okay, just some weird crevices. There's the photo booth machine, which I'm fairly sure I should not be blasting with water. Yeah, floor is separate, and photo booth floor is different from the rest of the floor. Because otherwise it would just merge into DJ booth floor. I don't see a line on the floor to actually divide it, but I'm glad that they've made it 2 bits anyway. So let's spray it towards this way. Yeah, there we go. So there's just one of these seam lines just happens to be the divider. Disco floor is huge. It just wraps around the entire thing. There isn't even a separation for the front bit here. We'll worry about doing the rest of that later, and we've got to do the DJ booth specifically too. I guess we use a red. Just scrub this off now. Sorry, birdie, but you gotta go. Under new management. Nice. Photo booth. Done. I feel like just doing the walls of this whole disco area first. But not like the light panels and benches and couches and stuff. We'll just do just the wall. Which is a little bit awkward when it gets to this bit here. And there's some tough stuff on here too, it seems. That's annoying. Well, I can go over it lightly first, but... Once again, I'd love to know what it is that I'm actually cleaning. But they don't tell us anymore. Hopefully we'll get to the point of at least having the disco wall complete. So I can see another lot of juicy stuff under here. Great! Put the extension back on again actually, just so we can get a good distance wash on this. Let's see what we're dealing with in terms of the other annoying spots, because then we can just go back with the red is going to deal with these quicker. Is this some jam again? Have they been throwing the huckleberries or whatever inside as well? This is like what I was dealing with the street sweeper. So I feel that came off easier. This is probably dried. Time to scrub. But at least it's just only the bits that I need to. Some handprints. Because of course. It was being pressed up against the wall here then, I wonder. Some jam-fueled night of passion. It's really hard to see it against the purple of the trim as well. It's a really annoying colour. Oh, there we go. Yes, it was generous. Fantastic. Right, let's do these tables here. I've got a coaster. Nice. Just make sure I've done the undersides of these ones actually. So otherwise I'll be scrubbing away at the top without realizing that it's just because I forgot to do the underside. Okay. Hey, Disco Delight, what do you know? Finally some more appropriate music. That's right, I was going to do the sides from while I'm standing on top as well. Oh, there we go. I was thinking, I'm not sure I actually got the table, but I did on the other side, and that's this one. Right, do a bit on the chair, and now we stand on the table to do the chair backs. Up here, and just get a look back at these side parts, I guess. Mostly just for the sake of the chair backs. Just walk from table to table without actually falling down anyway. Okay. And then it was, the trick was just doing it from down here, wasn't it, really? Yep. Okay, it's just gonna go ding, ding, ding. Good enough. Thank you. Now, the floor was filthy as well. Once again, let's just clean back to a certain point with the yellow. And then we'll scrub over a bit more with the red, but we're going to have to do this for the whole floor anyway, so it's probably not going to matter too much in terms of doing it underneath just the chairs, but if we do this bit, then we're fastidious over the rest of it, and we don't get the ding, then we know to just come back and do underneath the tables and stuff again. Is there an angle that I can have like a light reflecting? Not really, unfortunately. I need a helmet-mounted flashlight or something to be able to give myself a good shine on the surface, so then you can see, based on how it reflects, whether or not you've missed anything. You can make use of that with the sun in the shot sometimes outside. Sometimes there's an internal light source. It's not strong enough here, unfortunately. I hope whatever sticky stuff this is isn't on the main dance floor as well. And just is mostly just concentrated under these seats is my hope. Well, that's the wall around here done. So let's do these walls over here and work our way back to the front. And then I think we do the entire entrance area. Bits on the inside of the door frame. Fantastic. Restroom window. Wall handle. And door. Good. And this side of the frame. Door handle. And this side of the frame. Good. Nice. That's the restroom doors done. And we'll save the signs. I want to do all of them in sequence. Should be a bonus for collecting the skate letters in sequence like in Tony Hawk. Right. First one. S K A T E. Bonus. Oh good, that looked like it was paint, but it just came right off. Briefly tempted to clean it, like following the curve, like one of those reflex tests, like the marble sort of thing on a No, not the marble, but like the, you know, the pole with, you got like a loop and you're kind of following it around. That's what this, I feel, would have felt like trying to do that. Cannot be bothered with that stress right now. And not ding, okay. There's not even any really tough stains or anything on this one. So what have I missed? Just some random bits around the... Ah, the tops of the signs, of course. That's annoying. There we go. I'm just going to do the rubbish bin now as well, why not? Good. Yeah, we'll just do like the floor and stuff around that. Just because I'm here. Do this bit in behind here, because that's going to be annoying to do later. Alright, moving on. Or maybe we do the... No, we'll do the front. We'll do the front, and then we'll come back and do everything there. We will do the rubbish bin on this side as well, though. Oh, it's filthy. Great. What have you guys been doing over here? Okay, that's good. Just clean some of the extra floor along there as well, shall we? Okay. Let's do the front here. The entire entranceway now, I think, before moving back into the main disco area at all. Gnome's kind of in my way now. Yeah, let's just do the seating booths, actually. These are going to be really fiddly. That's the cap done. Ah, the frame is per... That's good. Spray down the benches. Which I'll have to do the underside. Why are the condiments still on here? I assume they were just running the front of it as a diner or something still. Alright, then we're going to have to do everything else from down here, presumably. Oh, table includes the post, alright. Bench seats have an overhang, because of course they do. Okay. And the base, and the floor. I don't know which point it becomes... Not the floor, or is it seating booths? Floor is... Okay, it's way too much more for just the one. Oh, it's the whole area, even back underneath where I'm standing. Okay, never mind. Right. Where were we? Cap. Frame will probably be done separately. I'm just going to do the seats from here. The top. Do the top of the table. Coaster, condiments. Tabletop. Done. And now, down. Good. Seats and frame. Good. And base. Good. And table. I'm not sure I did the back edge of it. Doesn't matter. Floor we can now just like crouch instead. I don't have to get as low to do this at least. It doesn't look to be filthy with stuck-on things as well, which is nice. I was kind of expecting to have more of that mess around here as well, really. Seems strange not to. Let's make sure we do the back edge of the table before working our way forwards. Double ding on the sauce bottles. Lovely. And then crouch down here. All the way to do the table, underside. Good. And then frame. Seats. Base. And floor. So still got the seating booth floor area to do. Oh, it'll just go up to this blue line, won't it? So that's alright. We'll try and do that. Except there's a ladder in the way. And when I pick it up, I'm going to have to put it somewhere, and I'm not going to be able to put it back down. That's so annoying. Why did you not just give me the scissor lift? All I need is the scissor lift. I don't need your ladders. Maybe step ladder. But this is just annoying because it gets in the way of what I can clean. I'm going to clean what I can without even picking you up. You'll be invisible in the final thing anyway. That's the stupid part of this. And it's not going to ding because of what's underneath the ladder now, I bet. Darn. It's so annoying. I mean, there are other bits that I haven't cleaned as well. It's not just what's under the ladder, to be fair. There we go. Ah, managed to clean it despite the ladder. Screw you. Okay, let's do the wall. Oh, I need to do the ceiling. I haven't even done the ceiling. Should have done that before I did anything else. That's sloppy of me. If this was real life, I would have to then redo a bunch of work because it would have got dirty from the ceiling being dripping down onto it. Where's the trim? Then we can do the lobby wall as well. Almost there. Good. Do the railing there as well. While I'm here anyway, do both sides of this. Good. Food court still. Oh, this is a food court area. Interesting, okay. So this is where there's like, yeah, burgers and stuff. Okay, food court ceiling. Maybe we'll do that next. I want to work on this lobby ceiling though. I think we want to do this both sides. I mean, that explains why there's the seating booths right there. Good, good. That's the lobby ceiling. And the other side. They're an annoying ladder. Let's move you over here. Actually, we've got a clear spot over here now. All of these are done. So this floor is perfect for putting things on. Can you fit in here as well? Or I've not left enough room, have I? You can go on the table. Brilliant. Oh, you don't want to go down here at all? Huh? That's weird. Is it because it's underneath the other bit? Or is this too close? We put that all the way down here. Ah, there we go. Good. Let's get all of that stuff out of the way, except for the other ladder, but I can clean clean around underneath that, hopefully. That's a bit sudden. We might just do the whole reception area too, to be honest. Good. I keep getting stuck on these seats. Roller skates. Okay, and then the trim. And let's just finish the wall off, I guess. Good, lobby wall done. Let's work on those lockers now. Yes, each door is a ding. Fantastic. Well done, level designer. Well done. Ah, it's two pieces. Locker console and surround. And now the locker unit itself is not quite done. Oh, it curves in at the bottom. Ah, okay. Oh, this bit's annoying because there's a bit right at the top. Well, if we stand on this and stand up here, take the extension off. There we go, then we get around the corner. Bench and bench base. Good. Do the underside of the locker area now while I'm down here anyway. May as well. Actually, all of the seating areas as well. We're going to have the same problem. No. Doors. Ding ding. Unit. Good. And from the other side, ding ding. And from the other side, ding ding ding. Ah, brilliant. That's that entire locker unit done, I'm fairly sure. So then this should just be console surround and console itself. There's the console and there's the surround. Good. That should be all of the lockers. Yep, lockers plus 5. Perfect. I do like how they do that. Even though then there's lockers floor. So, you know, it wasn't actually all done. The lockers were done, but not everything with the lockers prefix because the floor was not yet done. Never mind. Good. Yes, it goes up to that point in the middle there and then becomes disco floor instead. Good, and then we've got entrance floor and lobby floor different. Well, let's do this wall first of all. The extension on so I can stand back a bit further so I'm not waving my viewpoint around quite so much. Oh, the counter outer is just one big whole thing, is it? Weird. I thought this was going to be like reception wall. Oh, good, got lights. Well, this is considered reception counter because it wraps around. Because the top becomes the wall, becomes the counter. Okay, I was thinking that seemed a bit weird, but it does make sense. And then the counter outer also wraps around the entire thing and includes the bottom. as well as the wall section at the top. Spray down the skates. Oh, we've got the payment machine done. Most importantly. There's the counter trim done. Then this bit here, this kind of tongue, is also the counter. There we go. And then we've got the inner trim, which is also just called reception counter trim. And then there's the inner. Oh, trim goes all the way back around. Okay, well, let's do the ceiling in here first then. Well, it's just 60%. We'll see what the next area was being used for. Ceiling done. There we go. And then trim. Looks like this bit might just be its own. Yes, okay. Interesting. I'm not sure why that was not just one piece. I'm going to have to stand on something back here. Can I stand on the shelves? Yes, good. Perfect. Gonna have to look up at the bottom of the counter too, probably. Ding and ding. Good. Oh, good. The drawers are all separate. Fantastic. Don't need the extension on, and I can probably just use the green now as well, actually. I've been using gold far too much, I think. Ding, 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 and ding, ding. Beautiful. Reception counter inner will be down here. Oh, there's the trim. And the inner. Fantastic. Or not. Maybe I should be using the yellow. There. Yeah. Feels like I can get away with the green, but it just isn't quite powerful enough for all of it. Let's try and finish off more of the reception area before we take my next break. Door handle, window, and door. But not door frame. It needs to be done on the inside. No. Top. No. This side? No. This side? Yes. Good. These roller skate shelves are going to be a bit of a pain, I suspect. Could we not just take the roller skates off first? But I'm not allowed to interact with them, so, well... Yes, we just do our best. If I do them from an angle, like from over here first, perhaps. And then I'll be looking at them from a different angle, from the other side. There we go, a new job is available, in fact. Come back to the farm. We've had another mishap, this time with our tractor. Okay, well that's a bit more straightforward job than the entire building. I don't mind it. Oh, we've got one roller skate done. Ding and ding. Good, okay. I can do each pier. Good. Then I know that I haven't missed any, as long as I can see that I've done each pier individually. Good. Just need to be able to get to the toes. There we go. Yes, nice. That's all of the roller skates done. Now we just need to finish doing the actual rack for them. And each layer has the underside that needs to be done, which I need to come at from multiple angles because of the skates that are parked on each one of them. That's the wall done. Oh, each drawer is also dinged. Good. Love it. So music works us into a frenzy. So what am I missing with the skate rack? I haven't been going slowly and carefully enough across it, it seems. There we go, done. Okay, that's the skate rack done. I'll do the reception floor, which looks clean enough. I don't see any, like, sticky stuff on this, at least. So that's good. And the green seems to be doing a good enough job. And then this should be the reception done, unless we've already gotten the bonus. Oh, I think I didn't quite finish the outer, actually, come to think of it. I think around the front side of it, I didn't actually finish it. But here's the floor, because it only goes up as far as this anyway. And not quite, there we go. Quite well enough done, but very close. Ah yeah, I hadn't done this part of the outer yet. That's fine. And then will we get a orange for the reception? Yes, perfect. 20. Well, on that note, I'm going to take a short break. You know what? Gnome. You're at the reception now. That amuses me. I'll be back shortly. Right, now, let's just do the rest of the entrance area, shall we? The lockers shape seats, even though we got the bonus for doing the lockers. I love that they're Tetris shapes. Now, am I going to have to get down low to get the bottoms? No, good. It's not going to make me do that. Brilliant. It's just so long as I'm thorough enough on getting to the bottom of them, then it will splash up. Let's just do the tops first of all, shall we? I want Tetris cushioned benches. This would be really handy if they also had like a storage in them. Like if you could lift the lid on them would be kind of neat. Make sure we get into all the crevices. Just to make sure it will actually clean. Yes, this goes all the way across. That's why lobby floor is so big. Oh, this is a separate lobby floor, never mind. So you could have called it something different. This didn't have to be lobby floor. Don't know what you would call it. Let's say reception's already taken up. Preparation? I don't know. Anteroom? Dressing area? But instead it's lockers. Even though I've already done lockers floor. Okay. Oh, shape seats. Okay, so shape seats just gets that. You could have just called them shape seats without locker then, surely. Locker was unnecessary. Is that way you know where to look for them? There we go. That, and now we can do entrance floor. As well. I don't expect the time-lapse to be looking at it at all. This is where I feel like I wish they'd done something similar and carried forward what they did with the convenience, the very second map that we did, where it was split up into multiple parts. First you did the bit around the outside and then it popped up, and then you did the exterior and then the door opened, and then you did the interior, and that meant that they could have the time-lapse phased based on where you were, based on what was open. So I would have liked it if at this point you you came into the entranceway and that there was a gate here that cordoned off the ability to go into the dance floor area. So you had a gate at this point. So you clean the reception area, clean the seating area, clean the food court, and you could have a perspective from over that corner looking across this whole area as you clean that for the first time lapse. And then once that's finished, cool, time to do the dance floor. And then you come in here and then have the final time lapse perspective being from up there looking across wide angle the whole thing. Feels like they did that once with the convenience, and then they haven't bothered doing it again. I feel that there has been some other opportunities. It's hard with an open level, like an exterior level. It's quite difficult to section things up logically like that, perhaps. But I feel interior ones, like this one in particular, I feel they had the opportunity. And even likes of the barn, for example. I guess you could see everything all at once, but I don't know. I feel maybe you could have done the silo first, for example, and look at it from one direction, and then do the farmhouse from the other direction. I don't know. The exterior maps, it is more difficult. There's always going to be like the backside that you're not seeing. But interior maps you have a bit more control over, especially if you just design the level around that idea. Yeah. Because you could just have some of those like folding mesh gates that would just fold up, like collapse up to the side, right? Let's do this wall. Now we've got to get into the food court. I think we start with the ceiling and work our way down. I keep forgetting to try just to use the bring back the 80s. Need to use the green more. May 3, June 6, July 5, 8 PM. Music, competition, and food. There we go. What's not to like? Right. Now we're gonna have to use the gold again, I think, simply because I don't think the green will reach. We could probably park the scissor lift down here, though, to get closer to the ceiling if we needed to. We've got trim. Okay, good. The water running down the pink wall looks like just static. Such a big ceiling bit. Nice if they broke it up more. Ceiling strip. Have it broken up by each of these thick black line sections would be nice. There we go, food court ceiling, finally done. And then paneling here. It would be nice if they'd had more paneling to break up the monotony of the ceiling. Maybe they'd had strips, so like each bit between the thicker black line was its own ding would have been nice. Would have been a lot less monotonous that way. Let's do the light now. It's very bright to look at, but funnily enough, when you clean a light, any chance you could dim it until I'm finished? And that's not even the main part, that's just the outer. Oh, the whole thing is just one big ding though. It's not like ceiling light ring or ceiling light outer or anything like that. It's all just ceiling light. That frustrates me a little. But I've been good in some parts. God, that's bright. Hey, at least you can see when there's something that needs to be done. Well, at least I thought that was the case. But what have I... Oh, I was just standing on there. What have I missed? Oh, a little bit there. Okay, there we go. Ceiling light done. I don't have to stare at that anymore. Yeah, some parts have been well sectioned up, in general. But yeah, that is an example where I feel could have been done differently. They could have had a few different sections. Trim and then work our way around the wall. That's half the trim, of course it's broken up by the paneling, that's right. That's good. Again, more paneling please. More accents that would break up the monotony of large features. Not always easy or possible, I know, but feels like there has been opportunities sometimes that just haven't been taken. 70% we're getting more talking. 60 had the new job. There we go, bucket and back chat. Oh, Roller Disco is making a comeback. Slay, can't wait, open already. Yeah, just cleaning. Be ready soon. They changed the boots though, those things were slower than a turtle in a cooler when I was a kid. I mean, surely that's on you? Maybe they had too much friction. That weren't the boots, Ridge, that was the sticky floor from you spilling your slushies all over. Yeah, there we go. Well, it'll be clean. Persistent verticality at rollers can be independently verified. Oh, really? We'll see about that. Sassy Baptiste agrees with me. We'll see about that. Yeah, but can you still do it now? It's been shut for a while. Might be out of practice. Ding. Get the burger kiosk sign. Burgers, hot dogs. What else have we got here, I wonder? Place your bets. What even is there else for fast food at an American style place? Burgers, hot dogs, pizza, I guess? It's probably pizza. I kind of want to finish this wall off. Oh good, it looked absolutely filthy. I mean, it is absolutely filthy, but it's the sort of thing that just comes off easily. I'm not having to put in extra effort on those. Excellent. Which is interesting because I would have thought it would be like dried cheese and stuff, which would be really annoying to try and clear off. I guess nothing compared to a pressure washer though. Not quite enough on the wall. Guessing there's a bit of underside? Yes, there is. But now what? Now what have we missed? Above the signs, maybe? Above the signs. There we go. Good. Well picked me. It's the two most important things, I think, of succeeding in this game. One, angles. Getting good at angles on things. Two, just knowing where to look. Having an idea of, okay, what things usually... There we go, like underneath things. And more frequently on top of things. And underneath. There we go. Good. Dog kiosk. So what do we got here? Ah, noodles, of course. Yeah, pizza and noodles. That was going to be my other guess. And what more do you need? Burgers, hot dogs, pizzas, noodles. Yeah, that's pretty good. I would probably substitute a rice bowl in there somewhere. Prefer that than noodles in many ways. Sign done. Try and remember to do a little jump here and there to get the tops of things in advance instead of having to come back to do it later. Right, and we can always just do the kiosks first, to be honest, instead of... Like, I waited to do them after doing the wall around on the other side. I think it makes more sense just to do them straight away. Because we're also doing bits of the wall as we're doing the kiosk. Did we not do it well enough on top? I thought I did. Guess not. Shutters. Good. And kiosk. Hole in the wall. Along here and underneath. Nice. Got it. First try that time. And then this should be the wall done, hopefully. Nice, there we go. And then the floor and the steps. Well, and the big kiosk in the middle. We'll do that first, I guess. And some railings. Doing the railings also splashes onto the floor, so I should definitely get them done first. We did the far side one already before I put all my stuff there. Nice. Good, and then I want to do this from the other side. Good. Okay, now we've got this counter. The counter outer. Which has a seam on it, but it's the same piece. It's not actually panelled. That's confusing. Start with everything I can see from around this side, I guess, and then we'll move on in. Ooh, coffee cups. Ooh, ooh, dings. There we go. Just chasing some dings. Is that all of them? I think that was all of them from what I can count. Oh, not coffee cups, the soda cups, of course they are. Here's the coffee cups. Jeez. And I'm spent. And one more from the juicer, no, the coffee grinder. There's the coffee machine, we haven't got the grinder. There we go. Extension off. There's the soda machine. Okay, well that's got all of them done, that's good. And we've got in behind as well, I think. Right, and then we've got the fridges in here. Alright, so let's crouch down because we're going to have the fridge doors as well, presumably. Cupboard doors, yep. Ding, and then inside here. Ding, 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 ding. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fabulous. What of the inner still needs to be done? Interesting, because I thought that I'd managed to get that pretty damn good. Apparently there's some bits of the inner. Oh, maybe behind the machines a little bit, perhaps. Bits that I couldn't quite see. Behind the coffee machine, maybe. No? Huh. Ah. Of course. Bottom angle of these. There we go. That's a bit rude, really, because that's a tough thing to think about. A nice tiled floor. Kind of like the random coloured accents in some of the corners. But they don't appear to have a pattern. Or if they do, I can't identify it. Okay, well that's all that I have to do around here now is we'll do the floor around to the point of being able to do the counter. Yep. And then counter outer and counter top both need to be done still. There's the top, good. Let's take this up to the point that it's at a good angle with the counter outer. I love the styling. It's maybe sort of a retro 80s colouring, but this is more like 60s diner styling, I feel. It's just chunky and friendly, and I like it. Nice. Alright, now it's just the floor. If we put the extension on, we can stand a little bit further back and have it more at the top of the screen instead of staring down at the bottom of it. Food court floor done. Lovely. Love it when it dings when I expect it to. Now we'll do the steps. Which are individual steps, looks like. Excellent. Top step. Not quite done. I suspect it goes further back at the top, and I haven't quite done it well enough with this angle. It's quite a steep angle. Shallow angle, in fact. Oh, I should probably just put the edges around the corner. Come to think of it. Oh, that's one done. 2, 3, 4, and not quite 5. Is that from the side? No, it will be from where it meets the floor up here, probably. Because it's included the blue part. Alright, and now we've got the entrance floor. I missed whether I got a bonus for doing the whole food court or not. Seriously? You're not going to give that to me? There we go. Maybe we should be using the yellow. Everything's done in the food court, I think. Let's actually take a look. So, yeah, we've got disco, floor, tiered bench, light panel. We knew about those. Food court's all done. Lobby floor, 2 to do. Wavy bench and DJ booth. Food court counter. The service screen is not completely done. Okay. And then dance floor, which we know about. Everything at 0%. So what do we miss on the service screen then? That, apparently. Cool. See if we can complete it with the ladder still sitting there, but we've got plenty of places that we can lean that up now without it affecting things. But hopefully we won't have to move it. I don't know why they bothered giving us one of those. Like, I have not needed... Oh, that's that part of the lobby floor done, in fact. Fantastic. I've not needed any extra extension or anything to do any other part of this. I just used the scissor lift to get close to the ceiling, and then beyond that I've been fine. So if you're playing this game normally, in buying upgrades. If I had a better washer and a longer extension, I wouldn't have even needed the scissor lift. Do I know who fronted the cash? Someone with a guilty conscience? Maybe Blake Thrust, perhaps, is trying to work his way back into things? Maybe Bucketon, his latest track's called Roll on My Bread. Cryptic clue? You? I'm guessing a DJ. No, it feels more like a Gnomesy move when they sprayed clues to a buried treasure around town. Is Gnomesy like Banksy? I assume so. Okay, why is it still lobby floor? I feel lobby floor shouldn't extend this far. I mean, it turned out to be a spice rack. It's still treasure? Or you just didn't find the right one. Straight out of Demarcus Aurelius's playbook, right? Well, that's who I'm talking to anyway, right? Isn't it? Marcus Aurelius? But, not necessarily the one been single-handedly keeping that university running for years now. Okay, so maybe they are the one who's been bankrolling it. I wonder where the cash really came from, though. Okay, there's the lobby floor. The dance floor now has a micro% done. So that's all of this section done, I think. Now we can move on to here. So we'll work our way around the outside. Start with these wall lights. Okay, and these are caked with something. What even is this? Yeah, well, we're going to need to use the red for a lot of this then, it seems. I guess this is where it slows down again. Just when I thought I was making good progress. Oh, and it's on the top bit as well. Have a steady hand and move slowly across bits of this. The yellow will do it as well with the urban, but the red's got a wider track. Well, not a wider track. The red's got a decent track. It's not a pinprick anymore. And I can move faster with it. I would have to go so slowly with the yellow. And I find it hard to move the mouse steadily that slowly sometimes. We're almost certainly going to have to do like the dirt finder bit over some parts of it afterwards as well. It is coming off fairly smoothly with the red at least. Ghosts, we've got a cat, we've got a cassette tape, we've got UFOs, what more do you need? And lightning bolts and popsicle sticks. That would explain the mess, the lightning bolts and popsicle sticks. Retro mix. Looks like a face staring out of the cassette. Here's a track that'll be familiar if you like any of my train videos. When I've been looking out the window of trains in Japan, and I usually find the drum and bass kind of matches the speed and the mood pretty well. The sort of wistful tones of the music in the background as you watch the world go by. So on the one hand, I do actually appreciate that I'm having to work a little bit harder with this level because of these stains and stuff. I still want to know what they are. I want to have the cursor information so I can actually see what I'm dealing with. But it does make me have to just like, oh there we go, that was generous. It does make me kind of pause and spend a little bit of extra time. I can't just waft over it. But again, there's the irony that, well, if I was using a more fit-for-purpose washer, I probably would have just gone over it with the yellow. Everything else I probably would have been going over it with the green. And then it's like, oh, there's some tough stains. I guess I'll use the yellow, and then I would have just wafted over it. They would have evaporated under the power of a more expensive washer anyway. So I wouldn't have even noticed them. So it does kind of make you think, what's the point? Why do they even put the tougher stains in? But then if they didn't, then what's the point in upgrading the washer, right? What's the incentive? You've got to have some sort of incentive. Not everyone's a glutton for punishment like me and just trying to do it on the cheap. Hey, I'm trying to save up for a better office or something, right? I'm having to share with Harper. So even the red is actually quite good, because when you're doing a surface like this, I've got quite a shallow angle, but the power of the red just kind of works anyway and just blasts across fairly wide track. It just gets rid of the paint. What's that meant to be there? Like a... Oh, it's like an animal poking out with a little up heart. That's cute. It's cute, but unfortunately you must go. There is no 99% in this. 100 or nothing. Everything must be cleaned. There we are. That's the tiered bench done. And then the next lot of paint is around on the wall, looks like. The barrier into the dance floor. All the way up to the photo booth. This wasn't the bit that had really filthy bits on it, at least. That was up by the tables and chairs. Also, we should have done a rinse on this first. At the very least, just to get the worst of it off, and then we'll come back and clean up the paint later. But at the very least, we'll just get the worst of it off with the green nozzle for now. I do actually want to do the top as well, ideally. Okay, and then there's a seam here, so it's two halves. And the floor is in quadrants. Oh. Oh, no, it's in multiple segments. Okay, because this one... this one was fine, it turns out. Alright. So the paint is only on the central segment over here. That's interesting. Let's go all the way around while I'm here. So we get pushed off by the speakers. They're a bit of a hazard, to be honest, hanging where they are. Why is there a ladder in the middle of the dance floor? I'm going to have to move that. I might not have to. I didn't have to move the others, so I might not have to move that either. Okay, well, let's do that. Then we'll continue our just kind of initial spray from here and work our way around, and then work our way around with the floor. And then do the wavy sofa. Oh, is the first section done, maybe? No, not done. Okay. Interesting. A bit close to the floor. A bit close to the top. Ah, it's a bit close to the floor. Is the handrail also sectioned up? No. Looks like there is a seam, but I don't think it's actually sectioned up. Oh, it is. Okay, it must be dirty on the other side still. It's only in like 3 sections or something instead, perhaps. No graffiti on this side, only on the other side. Interesting. Nice. Okay, well that's the outer done. Oh, your handrail's on the inside, that's fine. We'll come back to that later. Let's do this floor. Actually, we should do the DJ booth first, right? Because it's higher. Do the light thing. This is the sort of thing you put in a kid's room to keep them entertained at night, isn't it? Little disco ball light. We can turn on the DJ turntable. Oh, hang on. Does that turn on, like, the music and the glitter ball and stuff? I wonder. Mix is done. Turntable's done. Okay, it was just that other one that wasn't. Okay, we're going to be experimenting, but first I'm going to clean the rest of it. Oh, the dance floor's already, like, winking and with lights and stuff. We should do the dance floor not last, I feel. Come to think of it. Maybe we do the outer floor last. We do the dance floor before we do the outer floor. Because I want to see that, like, lighting up and making shapes and stuff on the time-lapse. I don't want it just to be dirty the whole time. Interesting, the speakers are separate to the speaker unit. I like that. I don't know what that is. Just effects, I think. Little speakers. The sliders are not individual? No, okay, never mind. Set panel. Sides as well. Oh, let's just do this big speaker. Oh, it sticks out quite a way. Okay. It's not clean on this. Okay, that apparently. Always something. Cassette panel, underneath of that. It really wants me to do the floor. It's flashing at me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. It just like flashes certain elements. It's like, you haven't finished this. It's like, yes, I know. I'm getting back to it later. Could you not? I just don't know what causes it. Okay, then this speaker, there we go, that angle. Alright, so speaker units will have to be done from the back side, presumably. Yep, good. There's all manner of weird paraphernalia back here. Input panels. Also input panel. So you don't need 4 input panels. There's the main booth done, and then speaker units. Get in the little crevices. Nice, okay, that's that done. Now we need to do the steps. Okay, and each step is a ding. Fantastic. See, they get some things right. We have almost 600 key points again. We are racking them up on this level. I wonder what we'd be at if we didn't have a maximum. I mean, presumably it's an infinite currency because you get them from just doing free play and stuff, but I really wish it wasn't capped. It just seems so arbitrary. Okay, the base is not done. Ah, of course. There we are. Well, that's the DJ booth done, I think. Though I don't have a thing. DJ booth panel. 2 out of 3. Huh? Okay, which is the panels? These? Oh yeah, here we go. You're apparently not done. Why? Don't know, but it is now. That's the DJ booth finished. Right. Turn on. Yes, there we go. There's the glitter ball. You can't actually see the lights. The lights are not actually going. And there's no actual music playing. But at least we got that started. Cool. So let's do... I was going to do the floors. I'm now going to leave them till last. Let's do the bench first, and then we'll do the dance floor. We don't have a checklist yet, per se. But I think we might be on the final 5, and that's why things start blinking. But then they were blinking even before the DJ booth was done, so maybe not. So I just don't know what determines it, because I don't remember clicking on it to target it. It just decided to do it for me. I didn't ask for this. These floors are going to take some doing, because they have the sticky stuff on them. Let's do the outer bits up here. We'll worry about scrubbing the paint off last as well, actually, I've decided. We'll do the floors and those afterwards, but we'll do the surrounding area first, because it makes the most sense, I think. Alright, well that's as good as we're going to get with these bits because of what's on them. Let's do the insides then. Let's start with the handrail. Good, okay, yep, so it is in like 3 parts it seems. Yep. And around here, 4 parts. Nope, more than 4. Okay, never mind. Shows how much I'm paying attention. Good. And then we do inner wall. Looks like it's split up exactly how I would expect it to be. Good. Nice. Interesting that the inner is sectioned up just like by the 4 sides, looks like. No, the handrail is in 6 parts, as is, I think, the outer. Oh, I missed that handrail. Just as well, I was coming back then. Cool. That's the floor, dance floor wall inner done. Time to start cleaning the dance floor. How do we want to do this, I feel? Probably just in, like, lines, to be honest. We'll do some square dancing, basically. Once we clean away a section here. Then we can do, what, 4 at a time, probably? We'll just clean all around our ladder as best we can at this point. We do 5. It'll be over so fast in the time lapse that we won't even really notice. However, we do it so long as we're consistent. It would be funny to just do like one row of squares at a time. That would take forever. Well, it would take about the same amount of time, to be fair. So how much of what sort of movement do you have to do? Why does the ladder have to be sitting here? I could move it. I could just move it. But this is protest. This is me in protest. I'm just going to clean around it as best I can. unless I find out that I absolutely have to move it. But no, you can make it easy for me because you put the ladder there. The ladder that I did not even need. That's the real insulting part. It's like just leaving a ladder lying around that I don't even need. I had a scissor lift. Don't need a static ladder. I barely even needed the scissor lift. Mostly just useful for the higher angles on things, I think. There is actually a bass beat going on. I can faintly hear it behind my other music. Alright, almost finished the main dance floor anyway. Originally I was going to do this bit last, but then I'd rather have it visible, like lit up and blinking away on the time-lapse for longer than if it was finished last. Okay, so it's not finished, and how much of that is because of the stupid ladders in the way and stopping me being able to clean things properly? Not at all. I just had to do a little bit of a touch-up around the edge. Perfect. Oh, wavy bench is apparently not completely done. Really? Which bit is not done on you? Which bit are you? Oh, it's the blue one. Probably along the bottom then. Yep, okay. So now we need to do the wall outer, which is just the cleaning the graffiti around the back side of that, and finish doing all of the floors. So let's do the floors first, I think, and work our way around to where the graffiti is. This floor should be pretty simple, I feel. I'm not seeing anything particularly sticky on it, which is good. Surprised there isn't just some little like tables or benches or stuff. There should be something in the corner over here as a sort of waiting area for the restrooms. Really should have another sort of padded covering, kind of like the photo studio does, and have it sticking out a little bit. So there'd be a little bit of a place to hear yourself think, maybe. I'm surprised they're all backed off into the corner over here and not close to the food court as well, really. This feels poorly designed. I feel the restrooms should be over near the food area. Right, so where does the bad stuff start? Around here. Okay, now we're getting... Well, let's just finish going over it with the green first of all anyway, and then we can see what we're dealing with. And if we need to, we'll just start spamming Q or whatever it is. But first we'll just do a bit of a scrub where I can faintly see outlines of splotches. And I'm really hoping it'll then just go ding at some point. It's like, oh yep, good enough, well done. Yes, it did. Excellent. And now this side, I have to do the same thing. Probably like, yeah, bubble gum and stuff. You can see on the meter though that there's quite a lot left to do. I mean, I kind of expect the floor to be a bit dirtier, to be fair. It's a bit annoying with the texture behind it, that it's harder to see. Oh, okay. Thank you. That was very generous of you. I could see quite a lot still there. Alright, now we just scratch away the tic-tac-toe and the various hieroglyphics. Just stencil around. Some crown. A few red specks left over. This one is easier just to do constant back and forth for now. It'll take me just a slightly longer than I would have liked to finish this off, I think. Oh, we haven't done well enough on this one? Really? How? That looks pretty good to me. That's pretty rude. What have I missed? Are we going to be stuck in disco floor purgatory for a bit longer, it seems. Oh, the floor was so generous, and now the wall is not. That's annoying. Ah, there's a little bit down the bottom, maybe? No, not all it was, though. Okay, Q. Around the edges. There we go. But it doesn't look like it was red stuff around the edges. Oh, there are some flecks. Not just what's on the main designs. There's just kind of flecks in other places. Okay. Well, we'll try and be thorough on this one. But it seems it might just be a case of you just have to go over the entire thing, more or less, with the red nozzle, just to be sure. Rather than tracing the line. Let's take the extension off. Yeah, rather than tracing the line, I just need to just go over the whole thing. Just to make sure there isn't some residue off the side that I'm otherwise missing. I was trying to be too clever. Goodbye, smiley face. Goodbye, stars. Goodbye, cool. The big bubble font. I always like doing the curved sort of font. I do that in like cards and stuff. Something very pleasing about spelling out like happy birthday and stuff in big chunky font like that. Take this the whole way to the edge. Just in case. And still not good enough. There we go. Good. New item available in the shop. Job complete. Whew, we are rich. And let's just go into the middle of the dance floor. Yep, okay, that's where it was. I'm just standing in midair for a lot of it because I was on the scissor lift. Needed multiple angles. Needed to have it that the back section was not done until... And then it disappears so quickly again. I hate that. I hate how it disappears so quickly. So we now have over 1,000 P points again already. That's kind of crazy. I started at 2,000. I get 325 bonus apparently from this. Where's the rest come from? Or is it just these are the ones that I missed out of? Because I've gained money now, but because I've been given more, it's then caught up with what I was like capped on previously. It like only shows 2,000, but you actually accrue it, but only once you then get credited more. I don't know. It's confusing. It's really confusing. It just shouldn't be limited at all. Let's just go to the home base. And let's take a look at the furniture again. In order to then purchase some more. Let's try and chip away at some of the older ones, maybe. So what do we think we got new from that one? What do we reckon? I'm not seeing anything obviously new, but then I haven't been closely paying attention. Retro rug? I already own that. The whimsical rug, maybe? The lamp, I'm sure, was already there. Well, let's get some of the cheap stuff anyway. Just chip away at a lot of the cheaper stuff just to clear it off the list so we know that when we get new things, we'll know, well, it wasn't that because we already own it. Things like that. 100, and now we can't buy anything else. Alright. I mean, we could... Well, that looks cool. That's very cool. We could change our, like, uniform and stuff now as well. Yeah, let's grab that one. I like that one. It's only the money, like the starting money, that I'm that concerned about preserving. There you go. Dressed for success. Equip an item of clothing. We may as well get that one out of the way, right? Okay. Now, I'm not going to bother cleaning and placing all of the furniture yet. I might do that, like, right at the end. That was my idea anyways. After finishing the career, buying all the furniture, cleaning it all up and placing it down in some form of arrangement. Currently I only have the 2 that I got for free at the start. So we'll worry about that some other time.